In this video, we explain how to inject inputs data to a multiple inputs data model. Let's reproduce this model with two inputs layers. To do this, let's start by loading a corresponding model with multiple branches. Input layer are located at the beginning of each branch. For each input layer, dimension and shape information are setting up with a 1D array. The first layer expects a one-dimensional data tensor with 6 values, and the second layer will expect a two-dimensional data tensor with 6 values, distributed in dimensions of size 3 and 2. A complementary way to avoid being lost with the input dimension is to use the summary function. Summary is your best friend. Let's have a look. Inputs layers information are on the top of the summary. Because we are prototyping two input layers, we have two lines of description. Since the first input layer expects 1D tensor data and the forward function runs by batches, the resulting input dimension is a 2D array. One dimension for the batch and others for the tensor. For the second input layer we use the same way of thinking. Input layer expect 2D tensor data but as forward function run by batches, input dimension is 3D, one dimension for the batch size and the other dimension for the tensor shape. Since we do not set the batch size during the model design task, the summary shows none for the batch shape. This allows the user to use whatever size they want for the batch. Resuming the previous explanation, the model is awaiting two arrays. One dimension 2D and one dimension 3D to make the forward. To do this, select data functionalities in the library. Then we prepare the data via the layer indexes. Choose the right dimension for the layer. With this method, we define a pipe to enter the data for each input layer. While building the data pipe, do not forget to address all layers with their indexes. And now let's go back to the diagram and see how we connect data to the forward function. Just connect the input data to our build for all layers and connect the pipe to the forward function. And that's it. Congratulations, you have now all the key to multi-input data in a model.